Hey guys, it's me again, Andrew Lee, and I just wanted to quickly make a video about something I've been seeing while talking to some agents. So, again, I am an independent agent, as most of you guys in the group are, as many of you guys are your own businesses, and of course, there are some of you guys that are LOA and a W-2 butt in seat show up to the office agent as well too. And again, there's nothing wrong with being either. I just wanted to just sort of, I guess, not vent, but just explain what the pros and cons could be of being an independent agent and being the right type of independent agent. So obviously the people that are LOA or on a W-2 or working for an agency and are getting fed leads and are getting basically everything taken care of as if you are an employee and not your own business. That's what you call an LOA agent. And I started off as an LOA agent. I was captive, and I had to show up to the office every day for about 4 years. So again, nothing wrong with that because that's where I learned my chops, right? That's where I learned how to sell insurance over the phone because I was mainly a door-to-door, face-to-face kind of person. So I learned phone sales. I learned how the industry works. I knew the ins and outs of products. I knew how to navigate applications. I just knew, right? It was second nature to me at that point, learning from the initial agency that I was working for. But there comes a crossroad where you want to become your own business, and if you're good at your salary that you receive, if you're getting a base plus a little bit of commission, if that's gonna feed your family and give you stability, great. Everybody is different. Everybody has different circumstances. I happen to be fortunate that I don't have too many obligations besides work, so I can channel most of my energy into it. And I figured, hey, if I'm going to channel all my energy into that, then why not be an independent agent and start my own business instead of being a top agent in somebody else's business. There comes a point where you're just like, hey, I can do this myself. This is replicable. Let me just do my own thing. Let me just start my own dojo, right? And break off. So that's basically what happens. And I know a lot of you guys are sort of in that crossroads. And if you are a captive agent, that also can come in different forms. So you could be a captive agent as an LOA where you just show up and you're a company person. You go in and you got a boss, technically your agent, and you're either just only dialing, only doing customer service, a little bit of both, but you are in the office and you're there from 8 to 5, 9 to 5, whatever it is. Now, if you're captive as an agent, you can be working from home, thinking that you're independent and thinking that you're getting full commissions, and find out that you're captive and your upline owns your book of business. And a lot of people, trust me, I have been around the block, right, with FMOs and contracts and all that good stuff. And I'm pretty qualified to talk about this because, I like to always joke and say that I've been an orphan here in California until, I found my people. And a lot of people in this group will share the same sentiment as me and exactly how I felt, right? A lot of people I've been talking to throughout the past weeks, when they reach out to me with a question or something like that, then I start getting into, well, like, then why are you getting paid X amount? And, a lot of people just don't know what their commission should be for whatever product it is because, you're eager to join a new FMO, a new beginning, a new situation, and you're just like sign. The contract is there, and I'm sure they have my best interests at heart. But a lot of people find out that they're getting shafted on their commissions, right? They're getting undercut commission rates. They're getting, when people were asking me, hey, is this normal where I'm getting this amount? And I'm like, no, that's not even street level, right? So the goal is to get at the very least be street level, as an independent agent. because you went out of your way and you're not W-2 anymore, you took the risk of being your own business, you should be treated like a business. And these FMOs in your upline should treat you as a business and somebody that's going to take their job seriously, instead of just, shadily trying to undercut your commissions. So just, I would recommend, because when you're first getting in, you don't know which questions to ask. I would say, hey, if you think you're getting, undercut on your commissions, or if you're getting like 30%, I've been hearing 30% this week, and I'm like, are you getting a salary, and are they just overloading leads for you, and then are they hand holding you? Because sounds like you're an LOA and you should be an LOA. If you're only getting 30% of whatever the commission is, geez, they're getting the majority of your commission for what you're doing. Like, they're not with you shooting in the gym, they're not with you selling, they're not there with you. They provide the contracts, and that's pretty much it. I guess there's going to be some kind of support if you have questions, but who doesn't support their agents if they're an upline? I mean, I know a lot of agents that are bad don't do that, but if you're, somebody that's semi-serious about what they do, of course, that's bare minimum stuff. So I encourage you guys to check your contracts, because I've been seeing a lot of this lately where people are like, hey, actually, like, yeah, I'm getting, the situations are so, weird, right? Like, especially if you're captive to a carrier, then at that point, you don't really know what you're getting paid, and you're doing all of this work, and you see your income plateauing because you don't get any residuals or anything like that. That's not part of the contract. And then you're just like, month to month, I'm selling these policies, but my income's not going up. What's going on? Then it's sort of time to look at your contracts and sort of reevaluate the state of your business, right? Because again, a lot of people keep forgetting that you are your own business, and you got to do some self-evaluations. You got to do business evaluations. Most businesses that are Fortune 500 companies and Fortune 400, 200, they do quarterly, evaluations, right? So at the very least, you should do one once a year to check up on your commissions. And even if you know your commissions and you're like, hey, I'm at 30% and I'm happy, then I'm happy for you if you're happy, right? Nobody's going to force you out of a situation, especially because there's so many deals that could, if you're captive and if you're getting a low commission, there could be some kind of deal that was struck. Maybe some like, you only have to come into the office 4 times a week. Maybe you have a family, just things like that, just outside factors. But if you guys are getting undercut from your commissions and you guys are independent or under the guise of being independent, and you haven't checked lately, I highly recommend checking, and asking the right questions. And if some of your uplines or FMOs start dodging the question, and it's just sort of like a, you're just emailing them and then you're sort of like not responding, and the red flags start appearing, then it's time to start shopping, right? At the very least, you tell your clients to shop for plans all the time, right? If they're on a Medicare Advantage or whatever, if they're on a life insurance policy, one of the sales, I guess, tactics is to, say, hey, you can switch whenever you want, and you can always switch back. That's basically what you can do, and FMOs will actually give you that option to switch back if you don't find anything better. But if you feel like you're just sort of in that cramped space where you don't know if you're getting the full commissions that you should be getting, and you just feel like you're getting undercut, then do yourself a favor and stop overworking yourself for somebody else if they're not doing their end to be transparent with you and saying that, yes, you're at least at street level, and you're on pace to becoming a GA, or whatever it is, right? Just make sure you know your numbers and your contracts and all that stuff, because again, I've just been getting so many people talking about, hey, yeah, I know most people will know they're in a crappy situation, funny enough, right? There's a select few that are just like, maybe 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or just not full time or anything like that, but they just, they're slightly starting to notice that they're not getting as much commission as, the person next to them doing the same amount of work. So again, guys, I would highly recommend that, if you guys, it's all about happiness, it's all about finding a home. If you guys are not happy, and if you guys feel like something's up, or you guys have your sixth sense, flaring up saying, hey, this is not the best situation for commissions, and, I'm not getting the right technology, I'm not even getting a phone call, I'm not in a Zoom, I'm not in a Slack group, I'm not in anything, there's no training or anything like that, please feel free to really go deep into your mind and say, hey, is this worth it? Am I, you know, what's my worth, right? What is my worth? I think I am great at what I do. I just am not getting paid enough. You know, sort of have those hard kind of questions to ask yourself. And, you know, for me, it wasn't even hard. That's not hard for me. I'm just like, nah, I'm not getting the right amount of commissions. I'm out. You know, just quick decisions, move fast, get it over with, you know, and move on and be better, right? So I just, hopefully this video makes you more money, right? Hopefully you guys just, by switching contracts or finding the right people and finding the right upline and finding support, you know, and that's what this group is for. You know, that's generally what this group is supposed to be for. And if you guys have any questions about on the Medicare side, like what actually you're supposed to be getting, like a lot of people don't even get co-op money, even though they're killing it, you know, selling multiple policies a day and just aren't offered co-op money. You know, some people are getting 70% and they thought that they were getting 100. You know, it's just, let's just work smarter and not harder. And one of the things that we have to do is just, you know, continuously be on top of our commissions and, you know, being on top of our business ultimately. You know, no commission, no business. So yeah, I just wanted to just quickly chime in and talk about that, because it's such a crying shame that a lot of people aren't aware, or even if they are aware, they're just sort of like, I don't know if it's Stockholm syndrome, or they're really taking that word captive seriously, because they're like, well, I don't want to mess anything up. I don't want to, you know, get, you know, just, hey, it's already messed up. You know, if you're getting paid 30%, you know, even 70%, it's already messed up. You know, it's time to find a new home. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about this. But I just wanted to chime in just because that is one of the biggest things I don't like about the industry, is just a lot of, there's no transparency sometimes, and you just need that information in order for you to be the best business, to be your best self, so that you're not, you know, over your shoulder thinking, hey, my FMO's not paying me, right? So yeah, just wanted to, again, make this video. Happy Friday, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.